where crowdfunding is very important.
Thank you. My time's up. I yield back.
Gentlelady yields back. We'll now go to the gentlewoman from Massachusetts, Ms. Pressley.
Thank you. Before I begin, I want to congratulate Chair McHenry on his incredible tenure, both in Congress and as chairman. I admire your willingness to work across the aisle and appreciate very much the working relationship between you and Ranking Member Waters, even when you have both harbored very strong opinions. We thank you for your service and congratulations on the next chapter. Again, thank you, Chair McHenry, for convening this critical hearing on fostering innovation through technology and finance. Emerging technologies like artificial intelligence are reshaping our financial landscape in profound ways. It is essential that we examine both the benefits and the risks. I represent the Massachusetts 7th Congressional District, a thriving hub for innovation, tech, life sciences startups, and minority-led ventures. And I'm interested in how we can leverage technology to create more opportunities for all entrepreneurs, especially those from historically underrepresented backgrounds. We've seen how technological advances can sometimes exacerbate existing inequalities, and we cannot allow that to be the case with AI in finance. Mr. Coley, AngelList plays a vital role in promoting entrepreneurship and accelerating startup growth. And I understand that small businesses in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts use your platform. How is AngelList leveraging AI to expand access to capital for entrepreneurs, particularly those historically underrepresented? Can you provide some specific examples?
Thank you for the question. At the core premise of AngelList, what we're really looking to do is to reduce the transaction costs. And what we did a few years ago was reduce the transaction costs to actually create a venture fund. Before AngelList, you'd need to raise a minimum venture fund of, let's call it $50 or $100 million. But in order to do that, you'd have to have the right network. You'd have to go work at a large venture fund to build that network. What we've done is we've actually brought that down so you can actually now raise a $500,000 venture fund. What that does is that actually allows a lot more people from even diverse backgrounds start a fund very, very quickly. And then what happens is when they raise a fund, they end up investing alongside their local communities. And so our role has been to bring the cost down so more people can start a fund and then back entrepreneurs across the U.S.
Thank you. And what safeguards do you have in place to protect retail investors from undue risk when using AI-powered investment tools on your platform?
So with AngelList, the retail investors aren't actually participating since AngelList is only allowed for accredited investors and up, and so that actually fits the accredited investor threshold, and we don't really have retail customers as clients.
Understood. Okay. You know, I've heard from entrepreneurs who are leveraging AI tools and reaping the rewards of innovation, but I've also heard from constituents who are deeply concerned about how their financial data is being used and shaped by tech companies who have proven time and again that they can't be trusted, honestly. So as we embrace these technological advancements, it's essential that we create a regulatory framework that fosters innovation while ensuring robust consumer protection. Mr. Butler, the concerns around data privacy and AI are particularly pressing, especially given the public's discomfort with their data being used to train AI models without their explicit consent. Based on the current practices in the AI ecosystem, can you elaborate on how users' personal data may be used by AI systems right now?
Sure, and appreciate the question, Representative Pressley. I think we've seen all too frequently in the last few years companies roll out new AI tools that automatically select all their users' data to be fed into the training module and require those users to proactively dig through settings to turn that off. I think this is not a user choice enhancing trend, right? And the fact that we don't have comprehensive regulations in this space has allowed this to happen. I think that if companies are going to try to, incentivize their users to provide some amount of data for training, that needs to be a user-driven choice and not a platform-driven choice that users have to dig their way out of.
Thank you. As members of Congress, we have got to get this right. We need to harness the power of AI to create more opportunities in our financial system, but we must do so in a way that protects consumers, promotes equity, and expands access to financial services for all people. And before I yield back, I wanted to welcome the young man who's joining us today for this critically important civics lesson. We've enjoyed having you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Pressley. We'll go to the